Well, internationally, I'd call for an end to the massive international terrorist campaign that Obama's carrying out. Drones are presented as if they're just assassinating suspects, which is, of course, already a crime. But they're much more than that. I mean, if you're walking down the street and you don't know if 2 minutes from now there's going to be a massive explosion across the street run by some guy at a computer a couple thousand miles away, which will blow away whoever they're aiming at, anybody else is around, you're terrorized. Congress ought to stop criminal actions by the executive. Of course, it ought to defund them, but it ought to go beyond that. So that ought to be ended. We're drifting towards war with Iran slowly. And if it continues on the same path, it's almost inevitable. That should be terminated. There are plenty of steps that can be taken towards dealing with what the alleged problem of nuclear programs. We could stop blocking peaceful settlement of the Israel-Palestine conflict. We've been doing it for 35 years. One obvious thing is to institute a financial transactions tax to cut back speed trading, which is of not only of no use to the economy, it's harmful to it, and is huge in scale. Cutting that back would have no effect on serious investment. We could go back to a rational, progressive, more rational progressive tax program, the kind that existed decades ago, instead of just gifts to the super rich. Apple Computers, the richest corporation, has been robbing the country of tens of billions of dollars by all sorts of complex schemes for tax evasion and fake companies and so on. All right, that could be stopped. In fact, the big banks should be broken up. The idea that there is a government insurance policy for the big banks, what's called too big to fail, which offers them enormous advantages. Actually, there's a recent study by the IMF which concludes that practically their whole profit comes from that. That can be ended. We could move towards development projects right in the United States, which would be very important. I mean, the U.S. is way behind most of the world in simple things like high-speed transportation. I mean, you can take a high-speed train from China to Kazakhstan, but you can't take it from Boston to New York, which is most, I mean, this is ridiculous.